Hello and welcome to another episode of
Stop!
I Want to Get Off.
And remember, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell because it does support us and we would really appreciate that.
And don't forget, our new episodes come out every Monday at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.
And on a Wednesday we do little mini videos. Stop! I want to get off.
So,
Cheers. So in today's episode we're just going to do a catch up on how we're going with our minimalisation and our escapism. And so we're sitting here with our fruit smoothies.
okay, catch up on minimalism. Well, it's pretty daunting. We've taken some footage so you can have a look at the footage on the stuff we've got to get rid of. So the biggest problem I've found is it's just momentous. We have that much stuff in this place. It's just...
Davey's getting a little bit overwhelmed because he's looking around the house and saying what we're going to do with this, what we're going to do with that. So when we're talking about collecting stuff, and how stuff sort of cements you to a place and you spend your life working and taking care of the stuff, it's really overwhelming, and I think it's very, very stressful. And now David's getting stressed on the other end of the spectrum, where he knows he's got to get rid of the stuff, he wants to get rid of the stuff, but that's also making him
stressed.
It's
like
making
you've got, we want to sort of, we've got like a time frame, you know, we've got about 12 months we're looking at, okay, and you know, basically you want to get rid of the stuff, you know, you got to try and offload all of this gear. I mean, there's mountains of gear. I mean, it'd be a lot easier if I just got to skip a hell of a lot in it, but we need to also make sure that we want to sell stuff to a point because we need the money to move. So we don't want to, like, some stuff will just get given away, some stuff we want to keep. We're sitting here trying to figure out what we should sell, what room should we start from. That's the big one.
So here's some footage of the kind of stuff that we do have, that we started off with. So you can have an idea of what we have in the house and what we're looking to dispose of. Okay, so we're going to take you on a tour of our house and show you our stuff at the beginning, just so we've got something to reference back to in the end. So this is my office. I have got a fair bit of stuff in here, but the majority of that is books. So I need to go through and sort out what's important and what's not important. Like I said, the first stage is to just get rid of stuff that has no use, no value. And a lot of that would be like the paperwork in the files, bits of paper all over the place. And then I have to go through my books and find out what's important and what isn't. But I've already done that exercise before, and I have got rid of a very large amount of books. So these are the books that are important to me. So this will be quite a challenge in this room, but we'll take you through some of the other rooms and give you an idea of what it is. Okay, so this is our main bedroom. Again, there's not a great amount of stuff. Getting rid of the furniture is not a problem. We have a few sheet sets, but that's about it. We have a few things out on our benches, but we have some special things too that we love, because this is me and this is Dave. So we have to come to conclusions on what we'd like to do with that. Like these here are our anniversary gift that we gave ourselves, a beautiful artist, Aboriginal artist we came across in Cairns. So these are the sort of things we really need to think about and think about what we need to do with them. Okay, so now we'll go to the wardrobe or the closet, which is just over here. We have a walk-in wardrobe. We don't have a great deal of clothes. That's my clothes and Dave's clothes are down here. There's not too many, but again, they can be really gone through and find out what we need. It's just this sort of stuff that you accumulate on the top of wardrobes. I've got my dad's record collection, we've got boxes of who knows what on top of here, and we've got our camera equipment. Down here I've got what's called my treasure box. So everything that I've had throughout my life, little things that I've collected. A card that was given to me from when I worked at a place many years ago. I don't even know the names in this card, so that's not really important. And I've got like lists of songs that were hits in certain years. So this will be from the 70s. So that'll be very interesting to go through that, and I'll probably maybe have one or two things out of there that I wouldn't like to get rid of. And then I've got things like my beautiful statues Like I said before, Dave and I don't collect a lot of stuff. So as you can see from our bathrooms, we don't have that much. Even in the cupboards in here, there's not a great deal of stuff. If you want to start decluttering and you're a bit scared about getting rid of things you're not sure of, start off in the bathroom.
Hey guys, okay, now we're sort of coming into more of my domain, I suppose. There's a lot of cluttering here at the moment because we came through the cyclone, so of course we moved everything from outside and then we just sort of stacked it all in here and we haven't put it back again. But as you can see in here, we have fridges, we have 2 kayaks, we've got gym sets, we've got a bag, we've got our man over here that we beat the heck out of. You got our mountain bikes, all our camping gear here, our 2 big main, we have 2 big plastic tubs that sit here that carry all our other camping gear. So probably out of our list of stuff, camping gear is probably gonna stay. We're not too sure about that, but there, as you can see, there's just a lot of stuff. There's my tool kits and we've just got junk everywhere. So to really lighten the load up, we've got to get stuck into here and really get rid of the clutter. So, in my viewpoints, 99% of the stuff in here is going to get hoiked. It's done, we're out of here. So you see the hardest ones are going to be this beautiful imported side table. All our books, we have mountains and mountains of books that we're going to go through, which probably a lot of the stuff we will keep in books-wise. Book-wise is very important to us, but a lot of this sort of travel-y stuff and it'll just go. But these are things, we've got 4 drawers full of videos that we've got to get rid of. I'm a huge movie buff, so of course I have my beloved sound system, my surround sound, my 65-inch television. You know, like, you've got to go minimalist. I can't pack that in a bag, so all this beautiful gear that I've got is probably going to have to go. You've got the King and Queen seat in the back here. I'm a huge Wilbur Smith fan. I've taken years of hunting all over the world for first editions of the books and everything. But the problem is, it's such a huge collection. Can I really warrant taking that with me overseas when I want to minimalise? I can't really pack all of that in a bag. This is my I'm a huge Pink Floyd boy. I lost all my records many years ago, which are sitting, they've lost all the covers. They're all in these tubs down here. They're just the records. And I bought all of their albums from all over the world. Not too sure, like Anne's got her collection over there. She's got some stuff that she's not too sure she wants to get rid of. So, these beautiful little monkeys. Now, Anne's a huge monkeys fan. I mean, it's something simple and small, but it's still something special to her. I was a big Kiss fan. These are my Kiss statues. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff.
And that's us.
That's us. That's Anne and I. That's you, greet you when you come in the front door, our 2 little mixies.
And then we've got all our crystals
our beautiful
and rocks.
Crystals and stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of stuff here that we've got to really contemplate on what we're going to keep and what we're going to get rid of.
So here we are in my domain, the kitchen. Like I said, we don't have a great amount of stuff, but we have got a lot of stuff that we use. But when you think about, say, plates, for example, these are our bowls. We normally have our meals in that bowl. That's it. But we've got all these plates. We might use one or 2 of them. We never go to the bottom one. So, although we haven't got a great deal of stuff, we've still got a lot more stuff than we actually need. And then we've got all my appliances. But I've always liked the minimalistic type thing. So I don't like a lot of junk on the benches. And if you can see down there, where Dave's pointing, I've actually got my appliances on the floor because I don't like having them on the bench. So, you know, the blender will always go with me. Or maybe I'll get one wherever we go. And but the rest of them, we're not 100% sure. I've got to get rid of my dehydrator, maybe. And then we've got glasses. Everyone's got plenty of glasses. You know, that's normally full of glasses. Cups. Our beautiful daughter always sends us beautiful cups, so we've got to let her know no more cups, please. And even if you look at my groceries, we don't really have a great amount of stuff. And we've got our little ornaments on the top here. We don't use them. We don't use them at all, but they're just there for decoration. So as you can see, we have quite a lot of stuff. We have made some headway. I have sold a few things. We have a local thing on Facebook called Buy, Swap and Sell, and I'm sure they have that in a lot of different places, so not just relevant to us. So we've sold some stuff on there. So you're getting the momentum of things slowly disappearing from the house, which is a good thing. And you feel good as they go out the house, which is quite strange.
And the thing that makes you laugh is you quite often, you doubt yourself. You know, you worry that maybe, am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? You know, and you constantly, this is going on in your head, you know what I mean? Like we're at the, you know, like we've said before, we're at the back end of our lives here. I'm not 20, I haven't got another 40 years of work in front of me and all that sort of stuff. You've got X amount of time. So you constantly keep doubting yourself, you know. And you get that sort of feeling like Anne had a big chair that was a big massage chair. Now we did try and sell that probably a year ago.
Yeah.
About a year ago, we couldn't get a bike. No one wanted to pay us $1 for it. And put it in this time, and it was gone within a couple of hours. The guy couldn't get his backside here quick enough.
Yeah, he really wanted it, and
it was out the door. You know what I mean? And the king and queen seat in the back here.
Massage chair. So it is extremely heavy. Great massager. I've had it quite a while. I've got a guy coming in about 5-10 minutes to pick it up. One massage chair down. A whole house of furniture to go.
And then we've
got a really good price for it.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, like we've had it for like 3 years.
No, we bought it at the other place, so we've had it for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And basically we've paid $50 for 5 years use
we paid $50, so...
No, we didn't pay $50.
No, but that's what we basically paid with the money we got back for
from it. Yeah.
It cost us $50.
The other good thing about that was it was a leather chair, and we weren't vegan when we bought it. So to get rid of that sort of stuff as well is a big load off our shoulders, because we don't want leather in our house anymore.
So that sort of, to me, sort of proved the fact that, okay, you're going in the right direction. You know, like, you know, you may or may not understand how the universe works, and you may or may not be interested in it, but to us, that was sort of saying, okay, you're doing the right thing. Yeah. Quite often, if you're going down a path you shouldn't go down, you get that big brick wall, and it won't let you go past it. At the moment, everything's sort of just puddling along. Like that went like that. Table, my chair in the corner, they'll go.
Another chair is now gone, so we've got rid of that chair.
You know, we've got our IBCs that we're selling. A couple of those sold real quick. We haven't really advertised anything else. I think there was a mixer, I think, also. Did the mixer actually
go? Yeah, the mixer went. I had about 6 people wanting to buy that.
So everything's sort of showing us that that's the way to go.
Yeah. Okay, now also with the journey, we're looking to, we haven't really gone into much detail with this, we're looking to actually sell up, rent the house, be, like I said, minimalistic, have backpacks. We are going to keep some of our stuff, so we're looking at storage options. But all the furniture will go, all the big stuff. So we'll only have personal items, or like record collections, photo albums, his book collection.
You know, we still haven't made up our minds exactly what's going to stay and what's going to go at this point in time. Like Anne said, I do want to keep one little book collection of mine. There will be some of our other study books which we'll probably hang on to, but that and my little record club with at this stage.
At this stage, because we've heard from other people, like if you look at that vegan couple, they spent 4 or 5 years actually getting rid of their stuff slowly. They would.
And I think they got it down to a box that's sitting at their parents' place.
Yeah, you know? So they still have some items.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I'm going to do, really special items, I'm going to pass down to my children instead of willing them to them in the future. I can give them to them now, and they can get benefit from them.
Yeah.
And we are looking at maybe escaping to Thailand.
At this stage, from a lot of the stuff we've looked into, we've found that Thailand is the place for a lot of, well, they call them expats. We've been watching that much footage on Thailand and learning more and more about the place. It seems like it's going to be probably our destination, I think, at this stage. I mean, the comparison to living here and living there is just ridiculous.
And the other thing too, when Dave was talking before about how things are starting to move and we're not getting that brick wall stopping us. Yeah, both of us, we had our superannuation tied up in a unit instead of in shares. So the unit is sold, and that was relatively easy. Yeah. And the other thing is, like, I'm at the age and the year that I was born, I'm able to get early retirement. So that's another thing when the unit is sold that I can get access to some of my super. And out of the blue, the redundancies at my work have come along, and I put my hand up, said, pick me, pick me. So that's just been accepted, and I've still got work until the end of July. So that's after the unit is sold. So then we have access to my redundancy, we have access to some super. It's not a great amount of money, but when you look at living in a place like Thailand, we can at least live for 10 years without even earning an income. But on that note, we are looking at ways of earning money on a digital type scale, instead of going looking for the normal 9 to 5 go to an office type job. We're looking at other options. So Dave can tell you what he's been looking at.
Yeah, so as Anne was saying about her redundancy, that just to add on top of that, how everything sort of came along, not long after we decided that's it, we're going to minimalise. The unit all of a sudden got sold very quickly. It's gone past the point of no return.
Yep.
Settlement is the 16th of July, and Anne now has been made redundant on the 31st of July. So I mean, like, you know, it couldn't just all sort of roll into one just so easily. Right now I'm in the middle of getting my certification as a coder, and it's all free. You know, it's a free program that you can get down. It's called freecodecamp.com. So that's the avenue I'm looking at. There's still going to be, my music isn't still huge, and then we've got videos that we're going to bring you along on our whole journey. That's still all there, but this one here's my little side thing I'm going to go with.
I think we've got a YouTube channel. We're going to eventually create Patreon, and on my end, I love creating, of course, and I do the raw food teaching and all that sort of stuff. So at the moment, I'm working on the website. We have got a website, but it's in progress.
Well, it was going down another avenue because of our life. We're changing, so she's changing it.
Yeah. So I'm looking at doing online courses for people, and I'm also looking at digital marketing. So there's a whole spate of things in that arena. So I don't need to go into too much detail, but as we sort of launch the website and all the social media that goes with it, then we'll give you more information in later videos. And yeah, so that's basically what we've done up to date. We're looking at ways to earn money. We are looking at going overseas, maybe doing a bit of traveling and seeing what we like, what we don't like.
Pretty much, yeah.
We're taking you along with us.
Yeah.
We're not quite sure what to call you, because a lot of people call you guys. So maybe we can call you escapees. But you know, you might not all be escaping at this point in time, but...
or maybe you could be wanting to be a location independent person.
Yeah, so we'll give you all the information on that, and we'll keep you up to date on what's going on.
Yeah, especially as we continually absorb so much information. So there's a lot more we can go into detail in coming episodes. So any comments?
Don't want to keep this video going too long.
Yeah, or any comments below, any questions, so forth. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up.
Subscribe and ding that bell.
Take care, and we'll see you next week.
So remember, you're never too old
for change.
Bye. Stop!
I want to get off.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man. Hey, man, how you doing, man? What's happening? Yeah, man, you ever seen that new band? Whoa, man, it's unreal.